Greetings out there. It's Dave Duford again from Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Today we're going to talk about the top final expense companies for 2016. So the way I'm going to do this video is going to just hit the high notes of what I believe to be the top companies in two different categories. One, the most, I would say, popular in terms of volume, and also what I would say the top smaller companies because of their service and their support and the things that set them apart from the big guys. I have no way to validate any of this. This is all just personal commentary based off of the perception of a company and how well they're used and how much business they produce. So don't take any of this as being, exact science. This is just my personal opinion. So the top three companies, I think, as far as big producing volume companies, number one would be Lincoln Heritage. Cringe just at the name. Number two would be Foresters, and then number three would be Transamerica. Again, don't know how much they produce, but they are pretty common. So the biggest difference between all these is Lincoln Heritage, their carrier has a captive insurance force. Maybe you're looking into Lincoln Heritage. I would never sell Lincoln Heritage in any context unless there was a gun against my head and I had to make a living. They're the highest priced company I know of. Their coverage isn't comprehensive in many situations, and you're setting yourself up for long-term failure selling Lincoln. With that said, their captive force sells a boatload of insurance. That cannot be denied. They do a great job of selling a ton of insurance. How well that sticks on the books, totally different story. It's great for independent agents like myself because it's easy to replace if you can just get in the door and present to the customer. You also have Transamerican Foresters. These are common independent companies that independent agents work with. You see a lot of the big multi-level marketing organizations push Foresters, like National Agents Alliances. They're huge with Foresters, so they get a lot of push from them, and as well as Transamerica to some extent. Now, both of those companies, especially Transamerica, sell a lot of traditional products like term insurance, so they've got a lot more business just than Final Expense, but they are major players in this particular market because they're easy to contract with. They've got great, well-rounded products, especially Foresters. Their product is well-priced, and their underwriting for both is great. So these are what I would consider the top volume by volume companies. As far as the top companies that are smaller, maybe underdogs, but are great to work with, the top three that I can think of would be Family Benefit Trinity Life, Security National, and then United Heritage. These are all companies that are very small, more regional players than they are national. They are growing big time, especially Security National. But the reason I like them is because, for example, Trinity, or Family Benefit, same company, different names depending on the state they're filed in. Extremely great, flexible underwriting, great pricing, great point of sale interview, a solid product for a new agent to work with. I like them a lot. I never really wrote them until a couple of months ago, and I wrote a few. I was like, dang, this is easy. And they stay on the books because they're very competitively priced. You also have Security National. They're making a big move in a big way to expand their final expense division. They've done a lot of pre-need, burial, kind of funeral plans, but now they're into the final expense market in a big way. Product is very well-rounded. Underwriting's great. They only do a prescription check. I put a lot of new agents with them because they're so easy to work with. And they got a lead bonus if you do a minimal amount of production with them a month. Last company is United Heritage. I'm wearing the shirt here. I love United Heritage. The people over there are some of the best people to work with. I love the people in underwriting. The corporate home office staff is excellent. If you're watching this video over there, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate working with you guys. You've been a standout company to work with. And with United Heritage, they've got one of the best well-rounded products. I don't suggest working with one company, but if you had to or you were just a one-company person, United Heritage would do a fantastic job. The only thing I could think they could do better would be to do a point-of-sale interview in place of the write it and then submit it for various reasons. But despite that, they're a great company. Very easy to work with. I like them a lot. Those are my top companies by volume and then by service and ease of working with. I represent all these companies. I can get you contracts with them. They're very easy to work with. I start all my agents off with these companies at some point or another if they're available, and I highly recommend them, especially if you're new. My name is David Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. If you want to see more detailed videos about these companies, if your kind of curiosity is piqued, I got them listed down here. Just go to the notes, click on the videos, check them out. If you're also investigating the final expense business, I got other links to final expense agency scams you should stay away from, the truth about the final expense business, the numbers behind final expense, so you can better prepare yourself for long-term success in this business and to see if it's really even right for you. And feel free to check my website out and feel free to contact me if you think you might like to work with me. Again, Dave Duford, take care.